Now, listen, I don't want to put the onus so much on illegal immigrants, and I don't want to put the onus so much because, now listen, and no pun intended, but I'm going to talk to you guys about the elephant in the room. Now, I'm actually going to drop this a little bit later, so I'm going to almost end this here. A lot of the reasons why America is in the deficit is because of fat people. Now, I know what you guys, now listen, I'm telling you guys the truth. Now, I know we're jumping in the weeds here. Now, you're going to say, how is it okay? You guys tell me, why did Red Lobster go out of business? Now, there's a few different reasons, and we'll talk about it. I don't know if you guys know about a hedge fund who did some different things with their property evaluated, but okay, neither here nor there. But we all endless shrimp, right? They had endless shrimp. Now, have you ever been in line at a restaurant at McDonald's and you seen an obese man and an obese woman, two obese people order their menu? Have you ever seen that? Now, we know that that's actually going to be enough food for about 6 people, possibly 7. Well, how does that upset or offset the economy? Well, very simply, because now understand, I just told you that resources are finite, they're not infinite. So if McDonald's only had so much resources because they had sales, but then you had so many obese people come and then extrapolate all the resources, now McDonald's has to order more food. And then the farmer says, well, I got to charge you more because I didn't even have it ready. And then the truck driver says, to charge you more because now I'm making 2 and 3 trips when I only should have made 1 trip this week. And it all goes back to fat people. That's just in one instance. So now, yes, you can blame fat people for actually putting Red Lobster up. You know what else you can blame fat people for? For the rise in gas prices. This is no lie. Listen, we all know if you've in California, I'm sure you've driven up hills. When you're driving up a hill, it tells you to turn off your AC. When towing, it tells you to drop to a lower gear. Everyone knows you burn more gas when you're towing more weight. So now explain something to me. When the average man weighs about 185 pounds and the average woman weighs about 165, at least should, right? So when you have 2 people who don't even total 400 pounds, but then you get 1 person in a car who does total 400 pounds, you tell me that that's not putting a strain on the engine, on the auto industry, having to make more cars, more struts, more suspension? You telling me that we're not going through resources more than what we were? Because of obese people? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this is a real thing. This is the epidemic, consumerism. So they want you eating more. How is it that your average daily recommended caloric intake is supposed to be 2,000 calories, but then when you see some of these fat people eat and drink, their drinks will be more than 2,000 calories? You just drunk the amount of calories you're supposed to eat in one day? And we haven't even got to the main course? And you're telling me that this is not offsetting our economy, ladies and gentlemen? You see, nobody wants to actually address the real problems. And now